I think prop firms is the future. Prop firms is the number one thing that has made trading a tangible thing that can actually make people financially free. And if there's anything that's going to add to that, to make anything to do with prop firms a better experience, to make it more accessible, to just make the whole prop firm industry better, then I'm always up for it. I drove a 100k account. Most people aren't able to just have 100k to trade with. That is why prop firms is so essential, and it's important that most traders make the most of this opportunity while it is here. Now there's a new company in the block for us traders. They are called Prop Firms Match, and I think that they have something to offer that can definitely help and improve our experience as traders. So I think we should definitely look at it. So today we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about Prop Firm Match, and let's get straight into it. So I'm looking at the website right now, and the first thing I have to say is that the website looks very, very clean, very, very good, very inviting to use. So that's number one. That's very important, you know, because some websites do not, you just don't even want to be on it. So that's pretty clean, that's pretty good. Now the primary thing is, you know, comparing their plans. Now this is the main focus that I'm seeing here, and what they have to offer is that once you go onto the main page, you can start with forex. Actually, forex, I'm gonna work with that right now, acting like I'm trying to find a prop firm to actually trade. So I want to trade the 100k, and then I always recommend trading the two-step. It's always going to be better, and that's the primary thing that I want, right? So after clicking on search, now I'm seeing these other options. Now these options are now the important stuff. Obviously we know that right now some brokers don't allow MT5, some use CTrader, all of that jazz. So for me, I want, you know, a prop firm that uses MT5. Daily drawdown, I mean balance based drawdown is key, very important. Anything else I'm not a fan of. So balance based drawdown is super important. The ones that have their own broker, super important. So those are the most important things for me. If you want, you know, different countries as well, that's there as well. If you're Nigeria, you want a broker that works in Nigeria, you can check. Individual brokers, you can click on them, so you can literally pick specifically what kind of prop firm you want. But these are my metrics, and every time I click on these things, it narrows down the results. So now I can see all the prop firms according to what I want. So the one that looks good to me already is ACG. ACG looks pretty clean. I have looked into them for FTMO. We all know FTMO, they're the GOATs. So already off the bat, you can see how straight and, you know, easy it is to use. You can see the discount being applied. You can see every single detail that you want. So technically, according to what I want now, I can apply for any of these brokers, and it's going to probably suit me. Now that I've found the brokers that suit me, now the next thing you can do is go onto their reviews. This is the primary meat of, I would say, Prop Firms Match, right? This is what makes them different from any other software or website that you're going to find. And the thing is that every single review is done by somebody who has passed a challenge that you're not going to find anywhere else. You know, even if you're looking at Trustpilot, those sometimes can be a bit sketchy. But when you look at this right here, so let's say FTMO, for example, when I click on FTMO right now, I can see the different reviews showing up. This person, you can see their profit split. You know that they have actually used FTMO. They have passed the test. So this means that they have probably used it for a decent amount of time for them to have an opinion, for them to know exactly what the payout is like, spreads is like, all of that stuff. This is the main reason you want to be using this website, in my opinion. This is what I like about it, because there's new prop firms popping out every single day. You don't really know which one's going to stand the test of time, but at least if you're able to see that they pay out, which is just key anyway, so you don't waste your time. If they pay out, then you're pretty much at least somewhat confident to go ahead and use them. And if you get a payout as well, then you're all good to go. So there's many reviews. You can see exactly where they're from. You can see the account size that they even did, you know, the payout. You can see the certificate there as well, and that's what is super good. Another little thing that you'll see here is that they also give, you know, what they like and what they didn't like. I mostly care about what they didn't like, because that's you want to see what could potentially go wrong. So just looking at a few of these, you can see the challenge prices. That is true. I can't like FTMO don't really do discounts like that, so they are, you know, slightly expensive. Limited platforms to trade on. This person is saying sometimes the trading conditions is not favorable because of spreads. Personally, with my experience, FTMO has decent spreads. Decent, not the best, but it's good enough that I actually don't mind. Transition time between phases, don't know what that means. Very expensive. So you can see exactly what you potentially might have issues with yourself, but besides that, you can see all the pros as well. So these are all good brilliant stuff. Now if you want to leave your own review as well, then you're gonna have to post your own review, and then they're going to actually check to make sure that you have actually been paid out. They'll need all this information before your review is actually relevant. But now we can go on to the next thing that they do, which is discounts, right? When I'm looking for prop firms, I always want discounts, because the main thing is most prop firms offer discounts, so you never want to buy an account for full price. But then looking for these discounts, I have to go on different websites, click on all these ads, having to close the pages, test out a bunch of discount codes, and then I'm able to find one that works. But on here now, you can find all the discounts. So literally based on several prop firms, you have some discounts that are already available. If you go on exclusive offers here, you can see even more promos and more promos available for you. And I believe as more offers come out for these brokers, so example now, Alpha Capital Group, I believe this month they are doing 20% off, so you can see it's been updated. So you're able to use all these discount codes to make sure that you're at least getting the most recent one, and probably the highest ones as well you can possibly get. And I even told you when they end, which is super cool. So you can pretty much do this all on one page, on one platform. That is actually pretty good. This is what I mean by this is, if I'm correct, this is the only software website or company that has provided this feature for us as traders. I haven't seen any other, so them coming to this space and bringing value as traders is good. This is something we actually needed. Now, not only that, but they also offer ways for you to get free prop firm accounts as well. So they have this thing known as loyalty program. So I'm just based on the term, I'm guessing this is something like the more accounts you buy over time, you rack up points, and then you're able to use these points to get free accounts, which is good. Because I remember when I was first learning, bro, I went through many accounts. I blew a ton of accounts to actually get to the point of being profitable. But when I was blowing these accounts, I wasn't really getting any benefit from it. So now, at least, if you are in that stage where you're learning, you can be buying these accounts. You're probably going to blow them, but at least you're getting something to at least, get a free account, maybe after several accounts that you buy. So that's pretty much the idea to the loyalty program. You can see that, for example, a 5K account is going to cost you 2,000 loyalty points. Now let's do the maths. So if we are looking at a 5K account, for example, let's search for these, right? Let's say 5K is going to provide you with, this is saying 200 points. I'm seeing 100, I'm seeing a bunch of 50s, 20s, so these are relatively low. Well, let's just check 10K just to make the number a lot easier to work with. So with a 10K account now, we're seeing, okay, the hundreds, right? Roughly, give or take 100-ish, 110 points is what you're gonna get. Now, this might be the only bad thing that I have to say, which is the whole point incentive is good. To be fair, no one else is doing it, but I can already tell this will take some time to get. So it's roughly going to take you 18 10K accounts to be able to get a 5K account as a free account. 18 is kind of a lot, to be honest. If you think about it, that's 18 accounts that you've ran through before you actually get that 5K. So, but at the same time, this has been somewhat improved to make it kind of good. So I'm going to leave a link below down in the description of this video. If you use my link to actually sign up, then you will get double points. So now that changes that 18 to just 9, which is a significant difference. Every 9 accounts you get a free account. That's actually very good. So you want to make sure that you use that link below. That's just, it's almost that essential at that point. Otherwise, you're just doing double the work, double the money, which isn't really worth it. So in that case, it's not too bad. The bigger accounts as well obviously cost slightly more points, but the points rack up onto your account and then you continue from there. So that's mostly it for the bad. Everything else I have to say is pretty good. Now in terms of the ugly, if I'm being real with you, this literally, they've not told me anything to say about this website. This is all my opinion. If I'm actually being very honest, there's no ugly, there's nothing bad about this. This is something that is meant to be good for us traders. There's no harm in it. They don't really, like, every value that you're going to get is already there up front. I've not even had to sign in just to be able to access all these things. So it's super good. Definitely recommend that you guys check it out, so we can start getting some honest reviews. We can start finding ways to actually continue our forex journey by finding the best discount, saving ourselves money, right? Because these platforms already make a lot of money. Let us save ourselves some money as well. So that's pretty much it. If you did find any value in this video, then be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.